It's time to go do some fishing. It's January 4th. It's a new year, so I want to get out as early as possible, see if we can get something today. It is 34 degrees, super foggy outside, and especially once we get down at the river, it should be a lot more foggier than it is up in town. But we're gonna give it our best shot. We're gonna go to a couple spots that we've been to before, but the last time we were there was back in, you know, late August, early September. So it's definitely gonna be different right now. Temperature is different, climate's different. We've had rain for probably about 4 or 5 days straight. So it's super wet outside. The pond should be super full of water. So it might be a little difficult to get to the spots that we usually fish from, but we're gonna give it a shot and take it from there. We're about to pull up to the first spot that we're gonna do some fishing. Like I said earlier, you've seen me fish here before. I fished in the same pond in the kayak, and I've also fished it off the bank. The last time I fished off the bank, I did fall in the water. So this time around, I don't want that to happen. But obviously, if it does happen, you guys are gonna get a kick out of it. So, I mean, something will come out of it. So we'll see. And yeah, the water is super high. Like I was saying, it's been raining for about 4 days now. 4, maybe even 5 days off and on. So we're gonna get unloaded, get everything set up, and hopefully catch a fish. Man, I haven't been out fishing for a minute. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I don't fall in. So I should like get the old footage from the last time I was here. And you could tell from that video on how much deeper this water is from all this rain. I've actually caught a largemouth bass right here too, last year. This little storm drain pushes that current out pretty far, and I just jig fish in there. We'll see if we get anything. There is still some seaweed in there, but a lot of it's died off. This whole thing used to be full of seaweed, and as you can see, a lot of that's cleared out now. I'm actually gonna change up the jig to one that I caught fish on before down here. Might as well start off with something I already know is gonna work. But it doesn't hurt to try new things either. This guy right here. This is gonna be the one. We're gonna catch something on this guy. Watch. And I know a lot of you guys tell me it's better to just tie straight up to the line. And yeah, I understand that you get better action out of the jig. But I switch jigs out so often that it would be such a pain in the butt, and I'm not willing to retie every single time, so I'm just gonna use that. I still catch fish. Who knows, I might be able to catch more if I didn't do it that way, but I'm not complaining, so. I think I got some seaweed on that one. I just don't want to fall in. I want to try and fish off of this guy. I probably shouldn't have my cell phone in my pocket. Don't know if it's worth it. We're gonna give it a shot though. Obviously right now the fish are not going to be too active. It's too cold. They're not going to want to be moving around too much. I've actually never caught a fish in the wintertime, let alone a bass, which is, if we're going to catch anything here, it's going to be a bass or a perch, more likely a bass. But I've been told that you can catch them during this time of year. I just haven't ever attempted it, or let alone even gone out and fished during this time. But we'll give it a shot. All right, well, about 10 minutes in this spot, no bites, but we're gonna give it another 5 minutes. If we don't get anything, we're gonna move on down to the next spot and see what we can come up with. Hopefully we can get something. If not, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with just being out here fishing. You know, if I come out and I don't catch a fish, can't complain. Out here doing what I like. It's pretty crazy too that, you know, I posted my first video back in August, not with much attention behind it, but I enjoyed it so much that I just kept doing it. And within 5 months, I'm at like 900 subscribers. Right now, at 960 when I left this morning. I mean, that is super cool, super exciting. And I just want to thank all you for that. I mean, it's the coolest thing ever. I was trying really hard to get to 1K before the new year, but I just didn't want to be posting so much that it became a nuisance. So I just took it slow, and I almost got it. The night of New Year's, I was at like 950, or no, I was at like 930. So super cool. We're gonna move on to a new spot. Warm up these hands too. It's a little chilly. All right, well, we don't have too far of a way to go. It's only a couple 100 yards. I could have walked down, but there is a lot of people that walk down here, and they like to take stuff out of the back of your truck. So I'm not gonna take no chance. I'm just gonna drive on down and see what we can find. There's just so many spots that you can pull off and fish. So like off to the right, that's the Columbia River. And all around us right now, there's 5 or 6 different ponds that you can fish out of. And there's actually a couple ponds that I've never even put the kayak in. So I'm super excited for this coming spring to get that kayak back out on the water, do some fishing in those ponds. So like this pond off to the left, we've been fishing in that. We've caught a catfish, a bunch of perch, smallmouth and largemouth bass. And then the pond straight ahead of us that we're pulling up to, that's where I caught that big old walleye, which was one of my favorite catches of all time of last year. All right, made it to the second spot. So like I was saying, as we were pulling up this pond over here, caught a bunch of fish in there, perch, bass, catfish, and a big old walleye that I caught. And you guys can see that video. I have it, I posted it just about a week ago. It's the first clip of the video I have for 2024, the recap. So you guys should definitely check that out. Awesome catch, big old walleye. Don't know if we can fish right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's the seaweed line right here, and it wraps around, and it's super thick right there. I mean, you can see it sticking up from the grass. If I had something like topwater related, we could fish it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to with a jig. That's unfortunate. Maybe on this side. Cross the bridge and see what's on this side. No, same thing. Yeah, full seaweed line right here. There's not even like a channel where this water comes in. The channel's not even that thick. Big old log right there. Yeah, don't think it's possible. I mean, it's possible. It's just not going to be a good spot. Nope. We might have to go to the dock that's above the dam, possibly. Oh, what? That's weird. You guys see all the coins down there? A bunch of pennies, some nickels, some dimes. That's odd. I mean, there's a whole bunch. Huh, weird. Well, on to the next spot. So as we're going to the next spot, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about where I fish at. So I live in Oregon, right on the border of Washington. The Columbia River separates us. I live probably, no joke, 2-3 minutes away from all of these fishing areas down here, which is super convenient since I like to fish. But yeah, the two main rivers that we fish on are the Umatilla River that feeds into the Columbia River. The Columbia River goes through Washington, comes across the border between Oregon and Washington, and then goes out to the Pacific coast. The Snake River also goes into the Columbia River. I haven't personally fished the Snake River. Hopefully this coming year, well, this year, 2025, I do get out and fish some different areas. Be super cool, be super beneficial to me too, because I'll learn, you know, and that's so crucial, you know, for fishing. You know, you get out and you fish for different fish, you're gonna learn every single time, so it's totally worth it. But yeah, just in Oregon right now, 35 degrees, super foggy. We've had a bunch of rain No snow this year yet. We've had a little bit of ice, but nothing major. Fingers crossed it doesn't snow. If it does snow, I got a snow plow, and I don't like doing that. It's a lot of work. It's pretty stressful. It's a time crunch, but it is what it is. But no snow. I like snow everywhere else. I just don't want snow where I live. I gotta deal with it. So all right, well, we're coming up on the third spot. Gonna see if we get lucky over here. Looks like we got someone picking up trash. That's super cool. Shout out to him. Major respect. You know, a lot of people come down here and trash this spot up, but he's out here. It's 35 degrees and he's picking up trash. You know, kudos to him. Big shout out to whoever you are, dude. Keep it up. That's awesome. That's a pretty cool shot. So this bridge right here is a bridge that takes you from Oregon to Washington. This bridge takes you from Washington to Oregon. And you guys have seen me fish down here a ton too, but today I don't have my waders. Usually I go out to that pillar, cast out in between those two, and there's usually a bunch of smallmouth bass in there. But we can't do that today. Water's too deep, don't have waders, and it's too cold to walk out there, so obviously I'm not doing it. All right, we're gonna go to one more spot, but before we go to that spot, we're gonna go check out the fish viewing room and see if we can see any salmon or steelhead going through the lock. Right now there might be a chance of seeing some, but we'll take a look. If there is a lot of people, I'm not gonna be able to talk. I get super shy talking to the camera in front of people, so it might be silent, but we're still go take a look and see what's up. Probably not the smartest idea. I can see with my luck, hydro locking my engine going through some water like that wouldn't be good. But yeah guys, if you made it this far into the video, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. 2025 is going to be full of fishing, maybe some camping trips, and maybe some hunting too, so don't miss out. And once again, thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate it, and I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and I'm also doing it for you guys too. So we're about to pull up to the fish viewing room. We're gonna see if we can see any steelhead or salmon. Might be the only fish that we see during this fishing trip. But we'll take a look. We'll see what's up. Let's see if we can spot any fish. So the water goes this way. So this is the first window, second, third, and fourth, which is the fourth window. The automatic cleaner is working right now. Who knows? We might see a big old salmon, maybe a steelhead. Pretty cool stuff over here too. Big old sturgeon, largemouth bass, eating some other fish. Pretty cool. We used to come down here as kids, ride our bikes down, and we would spend hours down here sitting in the windows. It's a ton of fun. Doesn't look like that one's actually working. The cleaner, the brush isn't spinning or nothing. That's weird. Oh, there might be a little sucker fish. No, That's not a sucker fish, it's like rope. Doesn't look like there's gonna be any fish. I mean, if we sat here long enough, obviously something will go by. But I don't have that much time to kill. So, off to the next spot, the last spot, and we'll see if we get anything. There's the fish counter right there. Pretty cool. All right, off to the last spot. We're gonna go to the boat launch and fish off the docks and see if we get any luck. Man, there is a lot of people out fishing. We might not, yeah, we're not gonna be able to fish down here. I don't want to take up a spot on the dock when people are pulling in and out. I think most of these guys are sturgeon fishing, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we will not be fishing here, unfortunately. Well, I told you guys that was going to be the last spot that we'll be fishing at, but I don't want to end the video like that since we can't fish there. So we're going to go to another boat launch, which would be less crowded, and we're going to try and do some fishing there. It's about 2 minutes away, so hopefully better luck over there. But who knows, it might be jam-packed as well. I just don't want to be that, you know, fishing guy off the dock when everyone's trying to load their boat and unload their boat when there's only one dock to dock up to. I don't want to be that guy. So I just wish I didn't have a ski boat. I wish I had a fishing boat so I could be out there with them fishing. But that's one thing I'm looking forward to in spring, is getting my boat back out on the water. It's in storage right now, so here in a few months we'll get that boat back out, which is gonna be super cool. All right, just got to the last spot. Have about 15-20 minutes to see if we can catch a fish. It's actually gonna be my first fish of 2025, so hopefully that happens. That'd be super cool. But now I just gotta take my time and get down there to the water without falling down. All right, this is gonna be the first cast out here. We'll see what's up. First cast down. I'll bring this one in a little slower. Nothing. Oh man, there's a bunch of seaweed there. All caught up in it. Doesn't look too promising, you guys. All right, a couple more casts. We'll see what's up. But hey, we gave it our best shot for what we could do off the bank. Fished for just over about an hour, 3 different spots. But man, we didn't even see a fish at the fish viewing room. So man, no fish, no catching fish, no seeing any. It's not too good of a fishing trip, but I still enjoyed it. Got out. First fishing trip of 2025. Yeah, some more seaweed. All right, let's get back to the truck, head back home, and take it from there. So yeah, you guys have also seen me fish down in this marina too on the kayak. A bunch of perch are in there. I mean, you can fish there all day and catch perch one after the other, just non-stop. Hey, even though, like I said a few times already, we didn't catch no fish, but we got out and gave it our best shot, which is what we can do for a situation. But hopefully in the next week or two, I get back out, give it another shot. It's gonna be super cool catching the first fish of 2025. If I had to take a guess right now on what it will be, man, that's kind of tough. I would have to say a smallmouth bass, maybe a perch. Who knows? Anything can happen when you fish. So, yep. If this is it, just want to say thanks to you guys for watching. If you even made it this far, if you did, super thankful for you guys. The watch time is super crucial right now. It's the main thing that's holding me back on the YouTube account. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this year, is that watch time. But once again, no joke, thank you to each and every one of you. So let's get it.